No, I did not find that out from you or your crew.
Right.
It would be wonderful.
Why would we tell you that? Then you would demand more money.
If once every blue moon,
yeah,
you guys would at least give me a little bit of advertisement or something of that nature.
Well, here you are.
What you do is sit around for 24/7 talking about ruminating upon private situations and things of this nature. That is the extent of your career.
Riley, maybe you should look into that. What do you mean, motherfucker?
I didn't say motherfucker. I said you fuck.
I'm more successful than you, so maybe you ought to look at what I'm doing.
Of course.
And emulate that.
However, Howard.
Yes.
Everybody cannot be Howard Stern. Of course. And thus I don't try. I am Riley Martin.
To work, I was making
the Millennium edition of the book is out, people.
Yes, by the way,
go to RileyMartin.com and get the Millennium edition of the book. The hard printed copy will be out shortly. Get if you want to listen to the entire book in my voice.
That's what I want to hear.
Yes. Then,
yes.
Here's a copy for you, dear.
I appreciate that, Riley.
We got to get this book.
Once I saw a family of hairy, ape-like upright creatures in the Hibernian garden, and upon inquiry was told that these creatures were genetic relatives of man, and that several races of them still live upon the earth. I consider myself open-minded, but I would not want to invite one of them to lunch. And I'll never forget the smell of those creatures.
I can't wait to get my copy of this. Let me ask you, Riley, you know when you come to the building, you have to bring your ID.
I have a novel with my picture in it. I have a Social Security card. I have insurance cards. I have a bank card. You understand?
But
I have all of this. Plus, I do three shows in this janky area every week.
Right.
And thirdly, I'm on the list.
What happened downstairs?
That every time I come, there seems to be a new set of security personnel. And they say, well, no, we need an ID. I said, well, do I sound like I'm from south of the border or somewhere, lady?
Yeah, but
I said, all you got to do is call upstairs.
Yeah.
I can give you all of this. Unless I have waylaid and stolen the man's bank card, his credit card.
But it would be so easy if you just brought your license with you. Then you'd be up there in 3 seconds.
I don't drive.
You have a license.
You have no government-issued photo ID.
No, not now, baby.
No.
It's been a while.
It turns into a whole disaster when he tries to get up here.
Yeah. And so I am going to get that, though.
So you can't drive?
No, I can drive, but I don't drive. Well, I have other individuals to do my driving.
I was saying, he's got a very, very lavish lifestyle. He has other people who drive him.
Right.
Yeah. So the big controversy on your show right now, your co-host Enron is very upset.
Man, before we go,
I can't bring in your whole entourage.
I thought that it was not a time for me to go get him a beer.
Right.
So I said, man, come on.
Right. It's enough with the drinking, right?
And I acceded to his wishes, which is why I have people around me I can...
What did you contract with what kids about that? Are you getting a lot of money? There's potential. There's potential. There's some potential.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like everything else.
There's potential.
And believe me, this all comes about because you have a show here. Remember that.
But of course.
Yes.
Look, I love you guys. I really do.
No, you don't.
However, you always set upon me in a rueful manner, even with my dulcet and gentle qualities.
I was actually embarrassed.
Yeah, right. And so I said, well, what is this, lady? She said, that's an application for food stamps. So I left the bank in a huff. I left the bank in a huff.
Well, you're
I'm telling you the truth. I left in a huff. I had to put up with
have a restraining order.
And so I got back in the police car, and he was laughing. And he said, let me see your check stub. I showed it to him. He said, get out the car. I said, no, man, take me to jail. People will not besmirch my Jewish friends and my black Negro friend girl from the South. They will not do this. He said, get out the car.
Riley, you're filibustering and
No, I'm serious. He said, get out the car. He said, you don't make enough money to be a criminal. Get the fuck out the car. And so when I got out, slammed the door, I said, stop. Take your taser and hook it to your nuts and have fun, copper. But see, he was out of sight by the time I said that because I had thought of that retort before he left. I wish he'd have heard it. All right. That's what happened, Howard. Now, tell me about all of your intimate affairs. We shall discuss this again. No. In the meantime, let us try to move on and stay serious like I am.
No, but why does your wife have a restraining order against
Don't you two live in the same house?
Yeah, how can she...
Well, of course.
I'm asking a legal question. How can a woman have a restraining order against you if you live together?
There is peace in the valley, Howard. If you call me now, it's at the same abode. Your electronic equipment is set up in the same house. We live in the same house.
You're not following me. I'm talking about before the
anyone
No,
who has never signed a contract with broadcasting.
Will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night.
Took out the restraining order, now everything's fine. But like, at what point was she saying you did something? What is it she's claiming you did?
Being obnoxious,
Right.
getting drunk and raising hell, which I have not, I didn't look here. That's the first time in a year that I've drinking hard whiskey. Actually, I don't handle hard whiskey well.
Okay.
And I was celebrating, and at the time, I wasn't the only one in the house, imbibing, and things got a little out of hand.
What did you do? What happened?
Just talking shit.
What did you say to her? I'm going to hit your ass?
No, I don't fight women, Howard.
Right.
I have enough self-esteem as to where, even as old as I am,
right,
I believe that I could get a woman.
What do you think?
Wait a minute. What do you think? I'm trying to. So you're drinking. It's a celebration.
Yeah.
What happens? Are you a bad drunk? Do you turn nasty or angry?
Some people have said
Yeah.
that if I'm imbibing hard whiskey or something of that nature, that it is possible.
We're going to wait a couple minutes. Cool off.
Take me in. Happened to me anywhere on the face of the earth. I promise you, check my record. You understand? And it shall not happen again, simply because I will not drink hard whiskey anymore.
It's a lot of
What do
shenanigans.
you usually drink? Is it beer or
Yeah,
wine?
beer, Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Oh, Elon knows what he drinks.
Well, Bill, Elon,
He
are you?
drinks beer.
Yeah.